Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. And what about dinosaurs?
Well, some ate plants and some ate meat. Well, we call the meat eaters carnivores, and we call the plant eaters herbivores.
All right.
Very good.
Very nice.
Why don't you show your pictures, Vaughn?
Whoa, what is that a picture of?
Fossil of a Triceratops.
A triceratops. So was he an carnivore or
A plant eater.
a plant eater? An herbivore.
He's got that bony beak so he can actually protect himself or crunch up those plants, whatever he wants to use it for.
So what kind of plants did he eat? Do you know? Was it like salad or grass or what did he eat?
He ate, well, leaves and grass.
Is that true? No. Celery, carrots.
Tell.
Okay.
He ate plants and berries.
Berries. Okay.
And when the males had babies, they went looking for berry plants and they hold it in their mouth and chew it up into nice little pieces and they spit it out like this. And just let it fall out and then they eat it.
Okay. That's pretty interesting.
I didn't know that.
So you brought some tools of the trade too, huh? Very good. What are you gonna show us next?
Another kind of fossil.
Okay.
It's a leaf. It's a fossil. It fell in here about 100 years ago.
Okay. And then what happened?
It got covered with sand from a sandstorm. And a man dug and he couldn't find it, but he was close. The next time he came back, he was going to keep looking. And these are tools of paleontologists that use big shovels, little shovels, brushes to clean off, and fix.
Awesome.
Very good.
Looks like you brought some of that with you today, huh?
Yeah, I did. And this is what lived with us.
Okay. What is that?
Fish, plant, insect, shark, whale.
Nice drawings.
And this is a Stegosaurus. And this is an egg hatching. The pointy thing is the tail, and the three flat things are the feet.
So how big of a dinosaur is that? Would he have been like this tall or this
No.
tall or bigger than you or how big? Do you know?
Huge.
Huge, big guy.
And this is a volcano.
Nice.
That brown stuff is cracked. Sometimes they get cracks when they erupt. And this is footprints of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Wow.
You see the footprints?
I like that.
And this is a picture of Velociraptor and some kind of Triceratops that lived in a herd. So the Velociraptor reigned in this, and they died when all the rest of the dinosaurs have died out.
Okay.
And this is a Brachiosaurus. He was a plant eater, but with that long neck, he went to nowhere no herb had ever gone. To
He
the
looks
top
like he was
of
pretty
trees.
tall, huh? Was he as tall as a tree, really?
But some trees were taller than him,
Okay.
so he would try to have to knock it down.
So is that what he's doing there? He's trying to like push on it, maybe knock it down, eat
No.
it? Oh.
Sometimes they'll bite it if it's tall at their necks. And this, so that's the male going to chew this up into smaller pieces for her babies. Myosaurus kind of ate but more berries. Like they eat berry salad. Kind of like the babies do. We'll pick it up somewhere. This is a Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
Wow.
See the big spine on his back?
Uh-huh.
They're made of big pointy bones. And this is one of my favorite dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ooh.
And this is a fossil of Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Nice. How did you make those?
A cricket.
T-Rex.
A cricket at
Oh, yeah.
cuts through paper.
Oh, okay.
Different colored papers. And this is footprints of we don't know what it is. And this is a fossil of a Triceratops.
Okay.
A bug who lived with the dinosaurs.
It looks like a little pill bug.
Yeah, and this is footprints of Tyrannosaurus Rex. And this is a big shovel that they used to dig. And those shovels that they could lay down. Put that stuff right here.
Okay.
And these are tools. This is what they'll use to pick up one tiny piece at a time.
Wow.
They'll just do this. And this is a magnet.
So what would they use that for?
If something's magnetic, they'll do this. Sebastian's been playing with this for a couple of days. And this is what they'll do, like,
Is that a little reflector, a little mirror?
yeah, if you say, what's this?
Kind of look at it.
And you'll grab that. This is a brush that they'll use. This is a brush that they'll use to clean off. First, when they dig and when they find it, they'll take it out and brush it off.
Then what do they do with the fossils, Vaughn?
Huh?
What do they do after they get them out of the ground?
Sometimes they'll try to guess, and then a lot of their guesses were wrong. They didn't have their bones close to the ground. They thought they all had sharp teeth, and they thought that the spiked dumb guy had his spike thing on his nose. And those guesses were a little wrong.
Okay.
And this is the whistle do this. When they find a fossil that they like, and they'll call paleontologists.
So when a paleontologist goes out, does he go out just by himself, or does he have a little team of people that help and they have
Lots of
different
teams.
jobs? Okay.
Lots of teams of people, and they do the same job.
They'd all do the same job together.
But they spend more time in their lab than they do out in the field.
Okay. So how long would it take for them to dig a bone out of the ground using these kind of tools? Like if you had a little bone, maybe something like this. How long would that take to get a bone out like this big?
I think it will take sometimes they can be deep, like this deep, or deeper. Like that.
So it just
Really
depends.
deep. Depends.
So how long have you been interested in this job? Sounds like you're pretty knowledgeable.
Forever.
Forever? Do you know anybody who is a paleontologist right now?
Not yet.
No. So where do you think you'll be working when you become a paleontologist? Somewhere around here, or where would the fossils be?
Wherever the other paleontologists want to choose. And this is a shovel they use to dig.
Little tiny shovel.
That's how they used to dig it. But this is really cool. They'll do this. This is what it does.
So you can like clip it on your belt loop?
Yeah, or take a tool.
Okay. That's very cool.
And then when you're done with it, you'll put it back on.
So does anybody have any questions for Vaughn about his job? It sounds pretty interesting to me.
Wait, I
Okay.
finished the whole thing.
Gotta show us something
This
else.
is one.
Whoa. Let me get a picture of that. That's pretty cool. Nice.
Very nice.
A volcano and a couple of dinosaurs and a tree. Well, I'll tell you what he used this beak for.
Okay.
Protecting himself, chewing up plants, and he'll use this back claw to protect himself too.
Okay.
And this is the sun. We didn't cut that out on the cricket, but we did cut it out with scissors.
Okay. Well, you did a really nice job with that. That's a very detailed.
And we got packing tape on the back.
Okay. That's very durable. Okay, we have a question for you from the audience.
Okay, what kind of school would you have to go to study to be a paleontologist? Do you know? No?
A paleontologist school. You're right.
Maybe Mom can just teach him.
Not that far. I can go pretty far, but not that far. I know that he has to have a base in geology
Okay.
as well as paleontology,
Okay.
but usually you'll do geology. They'd like you to double major, and then in geology and paleontology, and then you have to go all the way through your PhD.
Oh wow.
And there's only
That's what I
about
was wondering.
40 paleontologists in the world,
Oh my goodness.
and there's only about 25 to 30 that are ever out in the field at one given time.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there isn't a whole lot of them.
And there's one thing, they dig at the same time, and when they find a bone, they'll take that whistle and blow it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the paleontologists hear them, he'll signal the others, and then they'll come with him.
How do they get the bones back to the lab? What do they do to the bones before they move them? Do you remember?
Uncover the dirt.
Yeah, but then what do they do with the bones after they've uncovered the dirt? Do you remember?
Do they put them in a suitcase?
No, they wrap it up in white linen. And they get that white stuff on their hands.
The plaster.
The plaster.
So they
To
put a
protect the
cast
bone.
on it, just like you would a broken bone on a person?
No, protect it
Okay.
from getting broken.
Okay.
Looks like you have another question in the back.
Yes. Where did you learn all of this about paleontology? My mom, some of it sometimes my mom taught it to me, sometimes I just learned it.
Mm-hmm.
And I drew pictures of what I learned.
So Vaughn, do you think this is a job that would bring you some fame and fortune? Could you get really, really rich with this job, or could you get famous with it if there's only 40 of them?
Famous.
Do you think you'd be well known for your work?
Whatever kind of bone they find, they will just clean it off, wrap it up in that thing, and they will give it a bath to remove the rest of the stone.
Okay. Very good. You know a lot about paleontology. Okay. Are there any other questions for Vaughn? Okay.